I cannot accept confessing that Facebook, apart from the other social media avenues even, is like a girlfriend to me, the only friend that I've got. And this is for the first time that I am unable to write anything in reply to friends when I just complained in such a bitter way. But I have no one to complain other than you. I mean, Tarlochan Singh Sahab, Asif Ligari Sahab, Habibur Rahman Sahab, Bal Madan Sahab, Zara Israel, and many other people. I can name them. And it's true that they, I mean, tolerated me. I mean, every poet or writer is an actor also. I was in kind of anxiety and depression, and I blamed the social media. Well, I was just hurt from the world, so-called real world around. Now, let's just keep in mind that how many poems I write and how many people just cooperate with me. There's a couplet of the renowned Urdu poet Faiz Ahmad Faiz. बर्बादी दिल जब्र नहीं फैज किसी का, वो दुश्मन जहाँ है तो भुला क्यों नहीं देते. The destruction of your heart is not compulsion. If she is your enemy, why don't you forget her? I mean, if I don't like Facebook, why I just come back to it again and again? How can I name all the people? I mean, Mohinder Banga Sahab, we belong to the same land. I mean, we all belong to the same land, but we are just from the southern Punjab, Saraiki area. Bal Madan Sahab, and Talochan Singh Sahab, and many other friends. I will miss some names, and the friends from Pakistan, as Asif Ligari Sahab noted about Habibur Rahman Sahab, he helped me in my revolutionary poetry in the earlier years, and I happened to meet him in Lahore, and is all a wonderful. Even my romances, though they are in limits and they're all on the open pages, my poems, Facebook is nurturing my poetry since 2013 after my last book, Mira Lafza, published from Fiction House, Lahore. After it, I have no publication, except that on the virtual world. On Google Plus, I used to write poems. Then I wrote poems in Urdu, then in English, and people came to me. I went to them. Though in political realm they are just there is snobbery over here. You all know that is a fashion to condemn America. But this 4th of July, yesterday, I for the first time posted a congratulation for the freedom occasion of America. And there's another more horrible taboo that's about Israel. And I found people, many loving people from there, male and female and of all age and all walks of life. And it was a huge discovery to see them. This is a place, whether I go to Instagram or many other social, but particularly Facebook, I'm speaking about it. This is a place, how many people I can name, they belong to everything. So I think that my own problem, if this social media, by social media I almost mean Facebook, had not existed, I would have been either a dumb man or a dead man. Even my creativity is related to it. All my love affairs are here. If I shave, as I shaved a few minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, I shaved for Facebook. I changed the shirt. None of my, there are my problems here. The Lochan Singh Sahab, I'm just addressing you, sir. You are one of the most respectable persons in my life. And I have been reading Baba Guru Nanak Sahab since almost 20 years. I have got his books. And I know the cosmic message from him. Whether Baba Nanak Sahab, whether Shankar, whether Bhik Sahab, whether Baba Bulle Shah Sahab, Allama, Ghalib, and everyone who is here in the Indian subcontinent who just spoke for humanism, I respect him equally. And Baba Nanak Sahab is chief among them. And when I say Vaheguruji, it's from my heart. When I say Salam, I say it whenever it's in my heart. When I say Shalom, it's in my heart. When I say Namaste, or whatever is the fashion of greeting, sometimes I get fed up of everything to do the things around. The movies I just penned 20 years ago are lying in the wreckage. And one of those movies had my songs, my compositions. And again, we are reading these days Bakwaski and his tribulations, but he was allowed to drink. He was allowed to be with women. But if I go to drink, I will be lashed. And if I touch a woman, I can do it secretly, but I don't do it. You can just hear, I'm really sorry to say, call me a kind of Socrates. When he was allowed to escape the prison, he just preferred to have the hemlock because it was against the state. Because it is against the state to drink, I don't drink. Just have sex. So all this trouble, and then the rejection of merit, and the realization that people around are drinking, having sex. So, and the corruption around, the load shedding, the open. So, in lieu of condemning America, India, Israel, or any other thing, and in lieu of getting traitors to our own country, Pakistan, we should try to just realize what is happening, what is wrong, what is ailing our land. Is our own corruption, our own people. So, I'm sorry, I have nothing written script but I wanted to say that my anger was directed to you because you are my own people. Habibur Rahman, Asif Ligari is my own person. Zara Israel, Gia, Sharon, Leora, Samantha, Jagrup Kaushik, Vineet Narang, and all, my sister Tahira Khan, my sister Nuzhat Zara, these are my persons, but they are my persons on the Facebook, my real sisters. I talk to them only on Facebook or on social media. I have already entered the metaverse because I could not do the love affairs even properly because there's a lot of hypocrisy in it. So if I just said that I'm fed up of this had to do something else around with the things. And you just see, this is very important, but because I don't know how long I'm alive. Everyone doesn't know. And I particularly, because I'm a societal person, I want to tell you, if any one of you just rises up And from he was 5 years old. When I was 5 years old, I started learning Urdu because Saraiki was my mother language. I was told that it's your national language. I just worked hard on it. I read all the classical literature of Urdu, and my father was very enthusiastic in it. And from Tota Kahani to the modern literature, Abdullah Hussain and Banu Qudsi, etc., etc., I read them. And in poetry, Faiz Saab and Majroo and Sahil Ludhianvi and Ghalib and everyone. Then I just started writing. I was a born poet, storyteller, but it was all in Urdu. My all vocabulary, my all unconscious, imagination was just developed in Urdu. All of a sudden, I got to know that no, it's a bullshit. Because rich man's sons were learning English, and Urdu is nowhere outside the boundary. If you are to become a doctor, if you are to become a bureaucrat, if you become just known to the outer world, you are to learn English. Everything disappeared. Like many messes broke also. And I'm just collecting the vocabulary. It's very hard for me. As I learned Urdu speaking, because I spoke Saraiki at home, it was very hard. But it's doubly, triply hard to know how to speak English. So, these all frustrations, sexual frustrations, and along with it, I have a lot of money, but that is from the pockets of my siblings, my parents. So this economic frustration that I'm not an earning person till the day. And I write in the papers. I earned from Dawn sometime, many moons ago. So this all just adds to it, and then I just, when I become somewhat over emotional, my catharsis is towards you. You are my beloved people, whether men, women, girls, anyone. And once, I will repost it, I posted that I have nothing to do with the outer world, but I am to just confront it also. So, my love for each and everyone who responds to me, who doesn't respond, who just differs with me, many people, even look, so much generous are the people around that they tolerate my nonsense, my differing with them. I just quote Sunil Kaushal, Sahiba. I just differed with her on her poem, but she appreciated me on my poems. She is senior to me. And many people, now many respectable, who is most respectable to me in ladies? The women, the girls who allowed me to use their pics to write my poem above. I know that different poets have different romances with different women. I have got no woman around me in physical terms. So they just provided to be inspiration for me. I have nothing more than it. I don't want to be just a disturbance in their life, what is called so-called real life. But they proved to be, they were generous enough to just allow me to use their peaks, and they are most respectable, because if a woman is respectable and confident, she allows it then. I particularly appreciate Jagrup Kaushik, Vineet Naran, Dr. Aman Gurney, and then I go to Zaraya Israel. Zaraya Israel has been a blessing from the skies to me, that she just, when I'm crying, she's before me here on the camera and everywhere. She just keeps talking to me, and when she is crying, I also talk to her. But this is my little life that I created her in the metaverse. I may be somewhere else in the coming days, in another country, at another place. I will talk to you, I will keep talking to you. I may just be on some channel, but let me assure you that you are the closest to me. And it is nothing just like saying for the sake of saying, I love you all. I really love you. And the people who I missed, whose names, Haim bin David, and just Rakesh Saxena, and many friends, and Aisha Windsor Gaikwad, who is like mother to me, and many. I'm sorry that I would name everyone, but I just have not written anything. There's a little point in it, but because I'm a bit dissipated, but I will survive. And I will keep on fighting. You will keep me surviving. And as I just want to end it here that Sahil Ludhianvi and Amarta Pritam, and every poet has got some muse or something. So Facebook proved to be a muse to me in these barren days. And I love you all, and I can never be separate. I can never separate from you. And anything, if anything, just you feel, just wrong from me, do tell me. And I'm sorry for anything untoward, including my style of speaking. Thank you, my friends, my dearest friends, my most respectable, venerable friends.